Good morning, everybody. Hi, Lumpy. You joining us today? Hi, I have missed my Time with Tata community these days. I'm going to have to stay very close to the camera because the sun's coming in from my left here. Good morning. How is everybody doing today? My name is Lori. Welcome to Time with Tata. My last name is Tata, in case you're wondering. But I also answer to Tata. Tata is actually the Italian way to say it, so you say potato, I say patata. We've never heard that joke before. I'm getting ready to start my work day, and I just wanted to do a little life update for my Time with Tata friends. I have another channel about thrifting. During the first 10 days of December for the past 4 years, I do a thing called Happy Holidays, and I do a thrift haul every day, or some sort of a haul. And so it really monopolizes my time because I'm producing a video every single day. This year I also ran a deal of the day, so I've been selling a lot of stuff. So the point is, I've missed you guys, and I've missed my pens so much. So I just wanted to give you an update on some of the things that I've purchased over the past few weeks, some of the things that I'm thinking about for the new year, some upcoming videos. So that's it. Grab your coffee, your tea, a blanket, a puppy, and let's chat. Also, we had to postpone the YouTube live that I do with my friend Vanessa Langton. She is Pen Gangsta on Instagram. We started doing weekly lives about a month ago, and we just decided on a new name. One of our viewers was listening in, and we talked about how we really enjoyed nibs that are broad and juicy, put a lot of ink on the page, and so Juicy Broads was born. So that is the name of our live YouTube podcast, so to speak. We're thinking about getting our own YouTube channel just for Juicy Broads in the new year, so stay tuned for that. We're just kind of letting everything happen very organically and kind of seeing where things take us. I think we're leaning towards that, but in the meantime, we'll be on my channel. So Wednesday, December 13th, Vanessa is back. She was traveling this week, so we didn't do Monday's upload. So we'll be back on Wednesday. I got my Black Friday purchase in the mail. I ordered the new Kaweco art in Terrassa. That came in, and I just haven't had a chance to unbox anything with you guys, so let's just chat about pen stuff. How does that sound? Here is my new little Kaweco, and it is so beautiful. I got the Terrassa. I put in here Nightfall from Diamine Inkvent Calendar 2023. This month, for a peek in my pen case, or currently inked for December, I'm trying to use at least half of the Diamine Inkvent Calendar colors. So that's what I decided to put in here. And this is a medium nib. It writes like a broad. And there is a little shimmer in that Nightfall ink, and it's so beautiful in here. I love that I have so many options with this beautiful pen. It's a little bit thinner and longer than the traditional Kaweco Sport. It is expensive for what you get in a steel nib in a mini pen, but I just really love Kawecos, and I'm really excited about this. It also comes with a clip. You don't have to purchase the clip separately, but it did not come with a converter, so I have the little push converter in here with my ink. I'll be doing a little more in-depth views. I plan on doing a video on mini pens soon because kind of really enjoying small pens. I love all pens, but minis have been really fun for me. So in the spirit of that, my big purchase on Black Friday was through Apple Boom. They had a really good deep discount on the Montblanc Bebe, and I went for it. I was definitely influenced by my friend Vanessa. She has this in the white version with rose gold trim. That one was not on sale. It was about close to $300 more than this. It's a medium nib. The nib is absolutely beautiful. What I love most about this Bebe, we call it Bebe, like Moira. I'm from Schitt's Creek, not baby, Bebe. What I like most about my Bebe is that it's really heavy. Like when you put a Kaweco in your hand versus this, it is weighty, but it's like perfectly balanced. I've also been missing posting my pens. When I first started on this journey, I was really passionate about posting my pens. Now not so much, because I have a lot of pens that I like my Scribo, my Montblanc 149, some of my Maker pens, Custom 823, a lot of my Leonardos. They just don't post, and that's okay, and they're gorgeous pens. However, when I do have a pen that I can post, I like it. And I think especially for Montblanc, when you have such a beautiful finial, this is like a more vintage style finial, and it's almost like orangey colored and like a vintage cream. It's not like the white and red. But I love the size of this finial, and I love that I can post it. So this just pulls off. It is tiny, tiny. But then you screw on the back here, and it's still small, but it is fantastic, and I can't put this down. This is what I'm realizing about some of my Montblanc pens. Like, I don't want to put them down. They are constantly in the rotation. So in here, you can only use cartridges. So I have red poppy or something like that. It's poppy red, and it's by Montblanc. So it only takes cartridges. I think I want to order some like empty cartridges, or once this ink's done, I'll clean it out. So that way I can experiment with some of my other inks. I did place an order with Cult Pens. I took advantage of some of their sales on inks. Hold on. I put my inks in here purposely because Vanessa and I are going to be discussing these Trusco and Toyo toolboxes that are made in Japan. Trusco is something that a viewer from our live show recommended we try, both made in Japan. The Trusco, Trusco version is a lot less expensive than the Toyo. So Vanessa and I both have ordered both brands. So we're gonna compare in tomorrow's live show, and we're gonna talk about the pros and cons of both. So I wanted to put my stuff in here to remind me to talk about this. So I plan on storing some of my full bottle inks in here, but when I ordered from Cult Pens, which my stuff originally got delivered to a different address, I had to call Cult Pens. DHL sent me a picture and said, we delivered your pens, and they took a picture of somebody else's doorstep. So it took a while to get them, but they finally came on Sunday. And I'm so excited. One of the inks that I bought was the Montblanc Robert Louis Stevenson. This is like one of their specialty inks. This pen is beautiful too. I will likely never have the pen. It's quite expensive, but I love these ink bottles. And I am a huge fan of brown. I think I just have to do a video on brown inks because I have so many, and I personally really want to see all of them in front of me. I just want to compare all of my browns and kind of rank them, maybe sell a couple, definitely do some ink swaps with people because I have so much, but I really liked this. This I think I'm going to put in my 149, we'll see. And then here is Glacier. I found a Glacier Montblanc on sale at Nordstrom, and I sent the link to my husband. It was pretty pricey, but it was 23% off. It was the best I had ever seen. I think it was on the Duo. It's got the silver cap and then the glacier colored body. I don't know if I'm getting it for Christmas, but just in case, I bought the Glacier ink because it was on sale at Cult Pens. So I got that ink. I also bought the Eco in cream. I was really excited for this TWSBI Eco. So I pre-ordered this at Atlas Stationery. If you ever need anything from Atlas, it's the only company I'm an affiliate for. I ordered this during the pre-order, and I knew I wanted to ink it up with Oyster Hour. I had bought one of the chargers from Oyster Hour on Black Friday or Fountain Pen Day or whatever, and I really loved it. And as soon as I saw the cream, I thought, oh my gosh, Oyster Hour and cream will look so beautiful together. So I just inked this up last night. I've had it, I think they shipped out on the 6th. So I'm excited to talk about that pen. I also ordered the Atlas exclusive Atlas Iron Ore when the sale was going on. They had 15% off ink, and then on Black Friday you got an additional 20% off, so couldn't beat it. Oh, and then for my bebe, I ordered this little Around the World in 80 Days notebook from Montblanc, this little tiny one, and then I ordered the matching cartridges of ink to go with. I think this is another brown color. Actually, let's open this. It's really beautiful. Also, these are two of the other, this is Toyo, this is Trusco. So I have 3 different sizes, 2 Truscos and 1 Toyo, I believe, I'm not sure. So we'll talk about those tomorrow. My dog is very excited because my assistant just arrived. So here is, I'm gonna show you, my assistant's here, so I'm gonna get going. I'll come back in a little bit, but that's the book. And it's like a soft cover. It's really, really pretty. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we said our hellos, and Tina's pulling some shipping for today. Another pen that I've been using quite a bit lately is my TWSBI Mini, which I got at Yoseka Stationery. Look at the difference between the Mini and the Baby. Neither one is posted, but oh my gosh, I've been loving it. This I've been using Spiced Apple, which was from last year's Diamine Inkvent calendar, because I love how this has a red finial as well. So clearly I'm excited about small pens lately, and that has not been the norm. One of the other things I'm really overdue to do is my planner lineup. I have the books that I'm using. I'm going to be in the Hobonichi Weeks. I am switching from the Hobonichi Cousin to the B6 planner from Sterling Ink, the common planner, going down a size, and I'm excited for that transition. I'm going to stay in my Leutram notebooks for my morning pages. I use my weeks for a gratitude journal and wellness, like I'll monitor sleep or exercise, and I was using the month pages on my weeks planner. Every time I got a new pen, I would record it in there. But when I was in Japan this year, I got Hone with the botanical cover, and I also got a traditional Techo. I'm selling a couple of the things that I got, but I think I'm going to use my Hone as not so much an ink journal, but to keep track of the pens that I'm buying, ink samples if I want to put something on Instagram. I think I just might use that as a daily ink check-in. It's a lot of time in my morning pages. I always write on the side of my morning pages. Hold on, I'll show you. We're a mess here. Right now I'm in an Archer and Olive notebook, which is really nice, but I'm just about finished with this, and I miss my thin Leutram pages. This is very heavy paper, and it's gorgeous, but I think this was much better with like my Tombow pens when I was more into bullet journaling. But every morning when I do an entry, I write here on the side the pen that I use and the ink that I use. And then oftentimes as I'm writing in my morning pages, I'll do a couple thoughts on my inks that I'm using. While it's fine to keep in my morning pages, I like my morning pages for more of like a brain dump, like just get all the stuff that's in my head, things that I maybe have been stressing about the night before, things that I want to accomplish in the day. I don't even write complete sentences sometimes in my morning journal. It's really just a way to clear the cobwebs from the night before. So I'd like to just use my Hone as like ink exploration, really. Maybe try some art in there and just keep a log where I'm actually writing on that particular day to see what pen and ink combo I'm using, and then I'll be more structured in some other ink journals. It's a week's size, but it's just a notebook. Oh, it's right here, with Sterling Ink last year. And this has been more of like an ink journal in the traditional sense, where I show an ink sample and then whatever pen I'm writing with, and then you can flip through the pages. So I will continue to do this in this notebook, and it fits really nicely in my little Moterm here. I'll get into more detail with this, but I definitely have a planner video that needs to come out before the end of the year. And lastly, I think for the end of December, I want to do a top 5 list. So I would love to hear from you what you would enjoy hearing for top 5s. I did a little list in my morning pages today of ideas for top 5s. So tell me what you think. Top 5 most used pens. Top 5 as far as beauty goes, which ones I think are the most beautiful. Top 5 valuable pens, like maybe like high ticket items, and I can talk about pros and cons if I think they were worth it, my motivation for purchasing, that sort of thing. Top 5 steel nib pens. Top 5 gold nib pens. Top 5 pens on my wish list. And top 1 pen from all of my brand categories. So like, what's my favorite Pilot, Platinum, Sailor, Leonardo, there's a bunch, Montblanc, Kaweco, Esterbrook, that sort of thing. I just think they would be fun. And it will kind of be like my Vlogmas version for this channel. Talking about pens just really relaxes me. I also want to, in 2024, get a little bit more artistic with my pens and inks. I have so many inks, I definitely need to get a system together where I can see it all. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and say hello. I hope you'll join Vanessa and I tomorrow for Juicy Broads Live. We have so much fun. My daughter is coming home from college tomorrow. I'm worried she's gonna arrive like right when we start to record, and I'll feel terrible. But we are going to be recording at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Typically, we're every Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern, and it's a lot of fun. We talk for about an hour and 15 to an hour and a half. we'll see how tomorrow goes, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I just wanted to stop in and say hello to everybody over here. Also, oh, this is super exciting. One last thing. My husband and I booked a trip to California for our 25th anniversary in 2020. Clearly, that did not happen. So then we rebooked for 2021. That did not happen because we were going to California. They were still very much in lockdown in June when we were scheduled to go. So we've had these credits from United, and they run out on February 15th. So we booked a trip to Mexico. My husband and I are huge Dave Matthews fans. I've seen Dave probably 15 times. First year we saw him was in 95 when we got married in Connecticut. That was the first concert we saw, and we saw him in California. We've been all over. We are going to Mexico for the first time. I don't even know where in Mexico I'm going, but he plays on the water with Timmy Reynolds, and who's somebody he does like acoustic stuff with when he's not with the band. So we booked our trip. Our United credit, they keep extending it for us. It runs out on February 14th. Guess when our trip is? February 15th. And they would not budge because they've extended it so many times. So my husband said to me, instead of booking a totally separate trip and forcing a trip, why don't we leave for Mexico a day early and see where one of the hubs is for United? And we'll spend one night on the 14th. It's Valentine's Day. We'll go out to dinner. We'll spend a day doing whatever. And then we'll fly to Mexico the next day and we can use our credit. So I said, that's such a great idea. What are my options? So it was either Chicago or Denver. Those were like the two places. And Atlas Stationery is in Chicago. And you guys know I love to take you with me when I go to visit pen shops. So we decided to book the flight a day early. So we leave at like 8:30 in the morning, and I am going to go to Atlas Stationery. I want to call Brendan or Brian and see if maybe I can get a little time with them and share them on a video. I think it would be so much fun. Like I loved when I got to talk to Daisy at Yoseka. I brought you with me to Itoya and some of the beautiful stores, Travelers over in Japan. I went to the fountain pen hospital with you. So it's kind of something I really love to do. We're going to do that. I've never been to Chicago. I've driven through, but I've never spent any time in Chicago. So I'm so excited. We're only there for 24 hours. We're probably going to Uber to Atlas. We're going to go to dinner. And then we leave the next day for Mexico. I don't know if there'll be any pen shops in Mexico, but you can bet if there is, I will find it and I will bring you there with me. But I will definitely have a pretty new pen to bring with me to Mexico for my trip. So yeah, those are all my life updates. I have to go do my work now. We have a lot of shipping that needs to get out. I thrift bags for my kids for Christmas. I give them each a big thrifted Christmas bag, and I bought a couple things that I need to exchange at our local thrift store. So I have to do that and do some shipping and let my puppy out. So thank you guys so much. I will talk to you soon. Be sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. I will see you tomorrow for the Juicy Broads Live. Take care.